Batten down the hatches, let's go to brands. All right, Brands hatch in the Porsche Cup was able to get us a 125 483. I don't know if that's gonna be good enough. Last time I forget what my best last lap time was. Last time it was kind of around here. The car's not as quick as it used to be, so I feel good about being able to get a better time since the car's been updated. At least I think it was before the update that the last time we went here was. I had a rough time last time we went here, but yeah, I think the fast guys are gonna be doing like 24s, maybe 23s. I'll stop yammering and save the rest of my yammering for after we show you all this stuff. So we'll show you the quick lap. We'll talk through it, and then we'll come back and I'll say some stuff.
That lap was at 125.92. Sector 3 is 0.30 off your best. Sector 2 is a tenth off your best. That was 125.48. That's your quickest lap.
All right, Porsche Cup fixed. Brands hatch. Didn't touch the brake bias, fixed setup, all that good stuff. Got us a 125 483. There's more time in it. I just can't put it all together. But anyhow, flat out front stretch. First braking point is going to be a little bit past the 150. I'm using the 150 as my marker, but I'm going a little bit past it. So we're going to hit the brakes. Like I said, starting at the 150, but we're not peaking there. So kind of peak in between the 150 and the 100. Not super heavy on the brakes. A lot of corners here we're trying not to be super heavy on. There's a couple where we do need to brake pretty heavy-ish. But this isn't one of them. A lot of them we don't. Anyway, we're gonna get down to third for this corner. We're just holding that little bit of brake pressure. I can't remember if we do tap this curb on this one. It's okay to tap this one. I try not to, but it's not the end of the world if we do. But we're already got the car turned in here, getting off the brakes and starting to accelerate. And yeah, we do just kind of bump that curb a little bit. Not the end of the world. It's not gonna push us off. But we're gonna already full throttle and we're straightening the wheel out. Gotta be careful. It takes some practice doing this before we don't want to end up over here. See those tracks. Anyhow, full throttle up until I don't brake at the 50. I brake at this little sand where the end of the gravel is there. It's my marker. And this one is gonna be heavy-ish. 50-60% there. We're gonna get down to second for this corner is my goal, and we're start turning in. Hold that little bit of brake pressure. This is a long. We're turning for a long time in this corner. What feels like a long time. So we're just gonna hold that brake pressure. Sometimes I'll end up coasting partway through here. I don't think this is one of those laps, but just hold that little bit of brake pressure. And we do coast a little bit here. And then we start bringing the throttle in as we get the car turned around. Got a lot of wheel in, can't slam on the gas, so we just got to be patient. Wait for the wheel to open up, then we put the gas in. And we're going to come out over to the left here. And just full throttle. Our next braking point is going to be before that 50 marker. I don't have a good spot. It's more of a gut feeling for me, but it's going to be right about here. I'm going to start braking. We're going to get down to second. We can use this little bit of AstroTurf on the right here. You can see the AstroTurf right through there. But I found that like sometimes trying to, if the car goes out there, that's great. We've used all the track. If I force it out, I'm going to spin in the following corner. Anyway, we're just easing off the brake pressure as we come through. We're going to get down to second. There we go. And we're going to start putting the throttle in as we come around. And there's a bunch of AstroTurf on the exit here that we can use. We don't want to hit, so there's the grass, there's the AstroTurf. Don't want to hit that spot, but we can use all this right here. So we're going to come out, use that. Same thing when we're coming back in. So you can see the AstroTurf and you can see the grass. Don't want to hit that. We want to get in before that. So we come back in. Full throttle through here. And this is a scary corner. This one's a tough one. This is the one that took me the longest to get down. I think if we get this down, we're gonna do good in the races. But we're gonna brake. I started out braking where the AstroTurf starts, but I want to brake closer to the 50. It's gonna be a little bit before that, but it's scary to brake here, but we're gonna try. So there we go, and we're gonna start downshifting. Easing off the brakes. It's not, and I think probably, look at this here. This wasn't so bad. A lot of the times I was doing this, I was hitting the brakes like up here, and it's too much. So we just want to be gentle with the brakes through this corner. Just a little bit of brake pressure. Happy little clouds. Going down to second gear. Just hold that little bit of brake pressure. And we start accelerating pretty early. We get a little bit of gas, and the more area under that acceleration curve. And the thing here is we don't want to hit this curb. If we hit that curb, it's going to upset the car and push us too wide on exit. We want to stay just inside it. And we got full throttle. You really feel the car kind of do what it wants to do when you hit it right. And we can use the curb on the exit. So we're hitting that there. And then we're just full throttle through this straight here. And I can't remember if this was the one where I got the front half good or the back half good. Anyhow, we're going to brake a little bit around the 100 marker here. And just a little bit. I think maybe this might be the one where I broke too hard there. But we're just going to ease off the brakes in fourth. And it could be that this was one of the laps where I didn't accelerate quickly enough here. Now, that seems right. Anyhow, we're going to start about halfway through here. We're going to start accelerating. And it can accelerate earlier than what it feels like you should be able to and still keep the car. We just need to keep some wheel in. Is the thing there. I know I give like some of these corners we can have wheel in and we go full throttle, and some of them I say you gotta wait. And it's more to do with like the attitude of the car and how much it's gonna accept the rotation. But anyway, we're gonna start braking again a little bit past this 100 marker that we've just come by. We're gonna start braking. This one is a little bit heavier of a brake zone because we're getting down to third, but we're still not super heavy on it. Heavy but not heavy. Yeah, it's really clear and distinct. Like, what, 30-40% there? Not super heavy. We're getting down to third. Hold that brake pressure. There's some AstroTurf on both these. The inside. You see the AstroTurf starts right there. Starts right there. We can use a little bit of that. Don't want to hit, again, don't want to hit the grass. but we can hit the inside. So we're accelerating. And we'll keep a little bit of wheel in as we're full throttle through here. And it's wild when you get going at speed through all this. We got all this AstroTurf all the way out to the gravel here. Don't want to touch the gravel. I'm gonna bring the car back in before the AstroTurf ends. And just kind of hang out on the outside here. Just full throttle through here. Next braking is the 100 marker here, or past. It's a bit past it. So, maybe right about at it. Just hold that little bit of brakes. We're gonna get down to third. Sometimes I get up to fifth, coming out of that corner. Know that you've done it well when you get up to fifth, but we're gonna get down to third. We've got a little bit of AstroTurf right on the inside of this corner too. You can see where it starts there and it ends right about there. Use that. Full throttle through here. And this corner is a toughie as well. I started out going through it in second, and then I kind of worked my way up to taking it in third. And I think I brake a little early here. We can brake a little bit later. We can brake kind of here-ish. We're closer to the, I'd say 70 instead of the 50. Yeah. Just got on it a little early. You can take it a tiny bit later. But the object is to carry some speed through here. Get all the way down, left tires, just on the red and white. Not onto the grass. We're already accelerating. We hit this, and when we start accelerating, again, it takes some practice to be able to get it where you get the feel for when it's going to come out and just hit the curb instead of like hitting the grass. Quite a few times where I hit the grass, so it just takes some practice. A little bit past the 100 coming up here. We're gonna get down to sometimes we'll get up to fifth. Yeah, we got up to fifth here. We hit the brakes. Pretty decent stab on the brakes there for this track anyway. Get down to third and start easing up. Then as we start accelerating, I kind of aim. You can see where all the traffic goes on this concrete. You can see it's lighter here and darker here. We're going to kind of follow this darker line out on the outside here. And it'll kind of hug the car. It feels like you can feel that warm embrace of speed as you come through here. And we're just full throttle the rest of the way. Easy peasy. All right, we got ourselves a 125.483. Yeah, like I said, I had a really rough time last time we went to Brands. I think part of my issue here is it takes me a few laps to get up to speed. Even doing all this practice, my first reset the car, first couple laps are real slow, comparatively. And I wasn't as fast as everybody last time. All the people that I'm usually like in the same ballpark as, I just really struggled to keep up with them, and traffic was a nightmare. Hopefully I'll be able to overcome that, or if we get stuck behind traffic again, I'll get practice working on traffic. That's maybe try and make sure we look at things with all of our clouds have silver linings or what have you. But if you want to watch along live when we go ahead and do those races, head on over to twitch.tv/thepiltdownman. Thumbs up if you like the video, thumbs down if you didn't, I understand. Hit the subscribe button if you think I earned it, all the YouTube stuff, and we'll see you next time. Bye.